Hi guys and welcome back finally to episode 6 of the Spfl RTG on FC26. It's been just over 3 months since not only I last did a video on the series, but since I last did a video on the channel. As I mentioned previously, I went on holiday to the States in Florida just before I stopped making videos, and then when I came back I was really busy with work and stuff, and I just didn't find the time to make any videos from there. But we've got some time now and we're going to see if we can crack on, not just on this series but also getting back to predicting the Scottish Premiership, which has been extremely exciting this season in fairness, so probably not a good time not to make videos on it in fairness, because of how it's gone with Hearts, Celtic and Rangers in a three-way title fight there as well. So if you are new around here, please consider checking out some of the other content on the channel, liking and subscribing. This series in particular, we take the teams from the Scottish Premiership and we evo them and don't use the quote-unquote meta players. The team in front of you just now is what the team looked like in the last episode before we stopped making any videos in the series up till now, and the team that I'm about to show you is what the team looks like now. So as you can see, a bit of a major difference in there. It's just scrolling through what the players actually look like currently. This year we've had relative success in terms of promo cards from EA and or informs. So quickly going through the team, we've got our Evolution Suman in goals. As much as I do have a higher rated Kasper Schmeichel, which we'll get to, I think since the patch where the goalkeeper movement's been stopped anyway, it doesn't particularly matter what kind of goalkeeper you've got in goals, so I've just gone for my biggest possible goalkeeper and the goalkeeper I plan to use for the rest of the year when some more goalkeeper evos come out. We have the Europa League, Max Aarons at right back, who's been evolution to 88 rated as it stands. 88 rated Ryan McGowan there at the back representing Livingston. We've got the 88 rated Stuart Finlay, which you got an inform of course for, that's what the dynamic image is for. We've got Declan John at 88 rated at left back there. We have an 87 rated Scott Arfield in the middle of the park, along with the winter wildcards Nico Raskin, who we upgraded to 88 rated. The Europa League Callum McGregor, who's probably my favourite card in the team. I don't know if anybody else has used him. He's really good in game. The 88 rated Kizaridis at right wing there, which of course we just evolved ourselves. The Zach Sapsford 88 rated up top, and 87 rated Jesper Karlsson on the left wing. So that's the team that we're using in terms of the main squad that we'll be using for the weekend leagues and stuff going forward, until such times as some better evolutions come out. We are, of course, on the cusp of Team of the Year, and last year we were able to get Danny Armstrong up to a really nice rating with 3 playstyle pluses, along with Dan Casey upgraded during that period as well, so we'll see what happens with that. In terms of our kits, badges and manager, of course they have changed since last time as well. We've got the Hearts manager Derek McInnes in at the moment, representing Hearts of course. They don't play that formation in real life most of the time, but we do have our manager representing Hearts there. And as you can see, we have our overall record plus our 2 kits. We've got the Celtic home kit, the Kilmarnock away kit, and the FALKIRK badge, of course, as well for the representation. We're sitting on just under 1 million coins at the moment as well. A lot of coins spent on EVOS this year. The pre-order points worked very well in our favour too, and of course we have the premium pass paid for as well. We have, as it stands, 522 wins, 16 draws and 304 losses. It's hard to gauge what the actual record would really be like, because as a lot of you know, that tournament where it's golden goal, when you get to the final you score no goal so you can keep going in terms of evolutions, which we will get to our kind of plethora of evolutions that we've got in a second. And there's kind of what we're sitting on in terms of our transfer profit, match earnings and club value and stuff like that as well. So we have made a transfer profit of 1.5 million, which is pretty decent in terms of rewards. Of course we haven't bought any packs or anything like that, so that's all come from rewards, and we have a match earning of just over 300k as well. So, kind of starting going through the club tour, we'll go through each page of all the evolutions that we've got through all the clubs at the moment. As you can see, that's kind of our first page, which most of them are in the starting 11 of the main team, apart from the 87 Nico Raskin that's there, because of the fact that we did evolution him before he got his promo card, which is unfortunate whenever that happens. On to the next page, we've got an 87 Martin Boyle. Still no playstyle plus for him, which is a little bit disappointing. The objective Conference League Leighton Clarkson, who we've upgraded to 87 rated. He's really, really good in game, and we gave him the finesse plus. Claudio Braga, we put him in a few evolutions, low driven plus. He's really quite good in game. The man of the match, Kieran Tierney SBC, which he got, of course, for helping send Scotland to the World Cup. That's why he's got that finesse shot plus. We've got Jota there, no playstyle pluses on him just yet. Shankland with finesse shot plus there. Craig Halkett, of course, he got his inform for Hearts, no playstyle pluses on him just yet. Schmeichel, just a little bit small for my liking in terms of a goalkeeper since the patch. It's not been great. That Clegy, of course, was in the team that was featured last time before we start making the new episode. He's still not got any playstyle pluses. Hasn't been used in a while, in fairness. We then go on to our next page where we've got the objective Alistair Johnson for the Winter Wildcard. Second year in a row they've given him an objective. Last year, of course, it was a Team of the Year honourable mention. We've got the new informed Chermiti. We've put him in a couple of evos to boost some of his dribbling and physical stats. And even though he's got the power shot plus, which is a little bit of a waste of a playstyle plus, he is really good in game. He's going to be a monster after a few evos, I reckon. Ant-Man, we've evoed him so that he can play in midfield, basically, down the line. We've got Carter Vickers there, Tavernier too, who hasn't had a special card yet, surprisingly. Informed Kieran Tierney, and then obviously the Kieran Tierney that we'd evoed as well. He's got 3 versions for us because of that. We have Austin Trusty there, Longelo, who's had a good season in real life for Motherwell. And then we go on to our next page, we've got some silver evolutions, which of course have been useful for the Silver Cup and as well potentially using them down the line. But we've got Callum McGregor, who we evoed at the start before he got his promo card, Arne Engels, Kelechi Iheanacho. We've got Fernandez there, who obviously starts off as a bronze card, but because of his height, I'm wanting to get him in at the back sooner rather than later. We've got Jamie Brandon, who's currently going through stamina evos there, the Subin card there. Danilo, who went into that Brazilian-only evo that we got earlier on. We got the Nicky Devlin, who went into the evo for the certain people over the age of 31, I believe it was. We've got David Watson there. Lewis Smith from Livingston there too, who can also play striker now thanks to a couple of evos. And then we go on to our final page where we've got Marcelo Sarachi, Mo Salah, and we've got Kimetio, who again I want to get into the main team at some point because of his height, and he's already got some really good defensive stats too. We're putting some composure on him at the moment. So, going through some of the squads that we've got, because of course this year EA have done some tournaments that help you get some rewards and evolutions as well. So this is the team we used for the bronze tournament to get the Nzonzi and a couple of evolutions as well. Scott Tiffany was by far the standout card in it. He felt the best by anybody by a country mile, and I might even evo him down the line as a result. We've then got our team that we're using for the Silver Cup at the moment. As you can see, we do have some that didn't qualify for the special card section of Evos. We've got a Mark O'Hara there, for example, that we gave the playstyle plus to. John Suter's been given a defensive boost. Salinger, just a little bit of a boost to his goalkeeping playstyles. And we've got Maswinise, who's the main one. He's got really good stats and finesse shot plus on him. I really want to get him into the main team down the line at some point. He is already feeling really good in game. And if he qualifies for a Team of the Year Evo, that would be absolutely fantastic. But the leaks that I've seen so far, because he can play 4 positions, might not be the case. And then moving on to the teams that we use for the gauntlets whenever they come out. So here's the team we use for the first game in the gauntlets, and sometimes the third game if I like to mix it up, but it's our gauntlet team 1. Then our gauntlet team 2 that we've got for that period. And finally our Gauntlet Team 3, which is what I've used the Chermiti in the most, and he's one that down the line definitely, like I said, he should be really, he already feels good in game. A couple more shooting play styles and to boost his dribbling, and he should be really, really good. And then, of course, the team last year, we tried to represent every single club in the Premiership in one team, and this is kind of what we'd be aiming for that. So Suman representing Aberdeen, Jamie Brandon representing Kilmarnock, Fernandez for Rangers, Kimetio for Dundee, Declan John for St Mirren, Scott Arfield for Falkirk, even though he's now moved to Livingston in real life, Mo Salah for our Livingston representation, Callum McGregor for Celtic, Kizaridis for Hearts, Sapsford for Dundee United, and Maswinise for Motherwell, and we do have Martin Boyle on the bench for Hibs as well. But that is how the RTG is looking at the moment. Of course, we have Team of the Year just around the corner to look forward to, where we might see a massive boost in a lot of the players that we've got. Who knows, some of the players that are sitting here right now, which are the goal to get into the starting 11, may just make their way into the starting 11 as a result, or some of the other players might have. And who knows, we might get a flashback card for, I don't know, Schmeichel at some point, or you know, Jota for his team of the seasons, or team of the season, sorry. Tavernier in particular, he's probably the biggest candidate for it. So we'll see how all of that goes. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are new around here, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you are not new around here and you've been a long time viewer of the series, welcome back. We're going to try and get it to be more consistent as well. And the next video on the channel should be either the first few games of Foot Champs on this weekend league coming up, or the prediction video for the Scottish Cup coming up at the weekend. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.